Governor Ron DeSantis voiced strong criticism of the H-1B visa program, condemning what he described as corporate exploitation that displaces American workers. Speaking during a recent event, DeSantis highlighted how companies allegedly use the program to replace domestic employees with foreign labor, stating, "Companies will bring in H-1B workers, the Americans train the H-1B, and then they fire the Americans and hire the H-1B. How would that even remotely be acceptable?"
That immigrants make up. Yes, we have legal immigrants in Florida, so you can't conflate illegal immigrants with people who are here legally. Now, I've also said we've got some big problems with some of the legal immigration programs that we have. I mean, we've seen this H-1B program, how companies will bring in H-1B, the Americans train the H-1B, and then they fire the Americans and hire the H-1B. How would that even remotely be acceptable? You have chain migration, which is not merit-based and is bringing in more distant relatives. Not what you want. So there's a whole host of issues there that need major reform. But from an immigration enforcement perspective, I mean, if somebody is here on like an H-2A visa, they are working in the state of Florida legally. And when we did E-Verify, people would say, we had E-Verify enacted, they'd say, "Hey, there's a busload of farm workers. I saw them on I-4. And people assume they're illegal. And then FDLE looks, they all have the H-2A visas. And so there's no enforcement.
DeSantis emphasized the need for reforms in both legal and illegal immigration systems, arguing that certain visa programs prioritize corporate interests over American citizens. He also criticized chain migration, calling for a merit-based approach to legal immigration. From an immigration enforcement perspective, we need to address not just illegal immigration but also problematic legal programs. The H-1B program is one of those areas needing major reform, DeSantis said. His remarks align with broader conservative criticisms of immigration policy. Supporters of DeSantis's stance argue that visa programs like H-1B allow companies to underpay foreign workers while reducing opportunities for Americans. Critics of the program, including figures like Elon Musk, acknowledge the need for reform to eliminate abuse while retaining its benefits for industries requiring specialized talent. This debate underscores the growing scrutiny of immigration policies, with lawmakers and business leaders calling for comprehensive reforms to balance economic needs with job protections for American workers.